Okay, for those of you who like an alternative ending, at the end of the last video, we used a production invoice to send our cost of sales to the profit and loss, and that came out of our inventory. Now, there is another way to do it, and you can do that using a manual inventory adjustment in Xero. So what we would do is we would create another sale. We'll use July for this. And if we go to our sales account, let's create a new sale of a complete tricycle. I can actually copy my last invoice. It's quite quick to do that. And I will go to invoice options, copy. Same customer, and let's sell this in July. So on the 18th of July, we make our sale and we sell a tricycle complete. All the other details are the same. I approve that, and what I will see now is that my profit and loss, as per usual, will show only the sales amount. I do not have any cost of goods sold. I don't have any cost of goods sold because my inventory is still the same. We only sold one complete tricycle and adjusted for it last month. And if we go to our inventory reports, we can see this as well. So let's look for our inventory. Let's use the inventory item details report, and you'll see that for last month we have got essentially one inventory sale. So here is essentially our one sale, and if we want to then process this using the manual inventory adjustment method, what we will do is we will go into each component and adjust it down by the quantity in the bill of materials multiplied by the number of tricycles that we sold. So in this case, we sold one tricycle in the month of July, and what we want to do is we want to do an adjustment down. So we click on New Adjustment, and what we're going to do is at the end of July, we're going to decrease the quantity that we utilized during the month. We sold one tricycle, therefore we decrease our frame by one. The adjustment account is the cost of goods sold, and I'd recommend putting in a good note as it helps you understand on the reports what happened. Tricycle frame, one complete tricycle sold in July 2018. I'll copy that for later. So we review our adjustment and we post our adjustment. And that reduces the inventory and increases our cost of goods sold, and we need to do that for every material that we used and sold during the month. So we go through this. It's exactly the same process for each item. We choose the right month that we're processing. We adjust down by the correct amount that has essentially been used, and our adjustment account is cost of goods sold, and again I would specify this as it helps. So we review that adjustment and we post it, and we will keep going down the list. We've got a large seat. Don't forget to do the right date. July, down one, cost of goods sold, and there it is. And then the last one really highlights the bill of materials concept. We need to obviously reduce the small wheel, and it's 2 small wheels for every tricycle that we sold. So we sold one tricycle, therefore it is 2. If you sold 2 tricycles, it would have been 4, and so on. Cost of goods sold, and we put in here. Now what this will do is it'll post the adjustment, it'll take out of inventory 2 cost of goods sold, and now if we have a look at our profit and loss, we'll see that the impact is exactly the same as before. We've just manually reduced our inventory using an inventory adjustment rather than using a production invoice. If we go and have a look at our inventory, obviously what we will see is that we are now down to 4 components because we sold one in June, one in July, and then did the production invoice in June and the manual adjustment in July, and that reduces our inventory quantities down.